Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the option, here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd down at 7. Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past
it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's the backup Winston. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Winston. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. To throw is Murray. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point good by Prater. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On first down, Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the second half here with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the scramble.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Murray going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 12. On the run is Benjamin. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission. And
the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Hain to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
second down and right back to McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They'll hand it off now. Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Big stop.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He's got Anderson right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. On first down, Benjamin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Murray now. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Second and 10.
Too little, Captain. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a give, right side. McLaughlin shedding the tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
I'm going to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught right side by Anderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Let him know, let him know.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On the option to give to Williams here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Anderson, and he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On third down, Winston. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. McCaffrey turned away on fourth and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's intercepted in the end zone. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the